Hey guys, Penadaily here, and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. And, in the last episode we beat the Palace of Darkness, and came back to the Light World. And in this episode we're going to do some cleanup. I am not actually going to take on the dungeons in recommended order. It will be mostly in recommended order, but there's one that I'm going to do first before any of the others. And I'm going to show that off in here in a bit. But first we're going to do some prep. Actually, quite a lot of prep. So, first I will show you there are actually a bunch of places around the Light World in which you can warp back to the Dark World. Ta-da! Like this one. And there. And with that, we can... Right, with that, we are now back in the Dark World. And I can warp pretty easily back and forth. Here, this place up there is a bomb shop in the same place where Link lives in the Light World. Right now, all they've got is just, regular bombs. But, so we come down this way. You can cross that bridge by pounding in the stakes. That's why you can't come down here until you've beaten the Palace of Darkness. Now we're going to just jump into here, and on this circle of stones, we use the mirror. And we get a heart piece. So now we go back to the Dark World. And, watch out for that dude. In fact, let's go find ourselves a way back up onto the shore. I know there's something around here. This is the Ice Palace, and we will deal with it a lot later. Here we go. We can come up this way. We can also get some healing, because there is, of course, a fairy. Oh. I don't want to do that right now. I need to get off the... But see, you can walk right back into that. I'd go right back into the Dark World. Also, if you warp into the Dark World and find yourself... if you warp to the Light World and find yourself inside a wall, you'll just warp right back. No damage or anything. You just can't go through and you have to try again. So let's get healed. And then... Okay. See, I hate hay fever season. Alright. So, now we're going to go get another heart container and a medallion. Ow. Jerks. I hope one of you drops me. Yeah, everything in the Dark World really hits like a truck. It's kind of ridiculous. So, we pound these down and go this way, and we follow the path. Ignore the swamp for now. There's a lot of things down there, mostly the second level, which we're not going to deal with for a while. Ow, Jesus. Come on, dude. I think there's something... Oh, right, here's a tree. Once you do that... Wow, I haven't seen a normal person in a few hundred years. Let me talk to you for a while. I heard that using bombs is the best way to defeat the one-eyed giants. That's all I know. I suppose he's right. But, really... It's the best, as in most quickest, but bombs are consumable items, so I just hit them with my sword a lot. That one up there, a lot of them will just say, watch where you're going when you dash around, because they're not particularly nice guys. So we come down here, and first we come, down here. Watch out. One of those trees good guy and one of those trees is a jerk. How often do you say that? Just die. Thank you. You too. Die. So, we come here. See this ring? And we do this. And now we can get to that cave we saw earlier. And you come in here, and you get a piece of heart. So that's nice. Also, you can get a life up, or life refill to some extent if you've been getting smacked around. But if we go, so now we go this way. Let's get back onto the, yeah. Right, onto the boomerang. So that, you know, stun both of these guys so they don't hurt us again. Alright. And now we come through here. We're heading down to where the desert entrance would be, which, unfortunately in this world, as you can see, isn't quite the same. Yeah, we've got all the rocks around and pea hats, because they're evil. And of course, you see that one rock that leads to the hidden places missing. So we come here, because the stakes, of course, show where the edge of this bluff is. Now, we check it, hold up the Master Sword, and you will get the magic of Bombos. And then we automatically hold up the Master Sword, and we get the Bombos Medallion. And the Bombos Medallion is pretty nice. It's, you know, yeah, thing. It's a combat magic. It is not required to finish the game. Right now, it's not worth it because it takes a ton of magic. But not too long after this, we're going to get something that will make it and the other medallions quite useful indeed. That probably won't be in this video. In fact, I know it won't be in this video. Because we're going to do all our prep for going into the next dungeon in this video, and then in the next video, we'll go into the next dungeon. So, now we're pretty close to the Haunted Grove. And while in the light world, there was just a spooky, flute-playing ghost. What do we have in the dark world? After wandering into this world, I turned into this shape. I enjoyed playing the flute in the original world. There was a small grove where many animals gathered. I want to see that place again. I buried my flute there with some flower seeds. Will you try to find it for me? Then I will lend you my shovel. Good luck. And we get a shovel. And the thing is, with the shovel, in this game, once you find the flute that he's looking for, the flute will overwrite the shovel. In the GBA, because of the difference in screen shape, they actually wound up with 5 extra slots, or, yeah, 5 extra slots in the, well, yeah, 3, actually 4 extra slots in the item thing. So, in addition to having all of your, you can come down here and cause that to go away. In addition to having all of your bottles on the main menu rather than on a sub-menu, we had an extra slot that allowed you to keep the shovel. But you remember that he says he buried it near some flower seeds, so you only have to dig up the flower areas. And it's always there. It doesn't move around. So we come back to the Dark World. And we talk to him. Thank you, Link, but it looks like I can't play my flute anymore. Please take it. If by chance you go to the village I lived in, please give it to a tired old man you will find there. Well, my mind is getting hazy. Please let me hear the sound of the flute one last time. So we have to play it for him. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was a kid, that actually got me really choked up. It was so sad. But, now we definitely want to deal with that. So, we're going to go back to the light world, mostly because where we're gonna go, we can't actually get, we can't really get through in the dark world. But let's try not to get knocked through this stupid portal again, because that would just be bad. And that portal, by the way, will stay there until either you go through, you go to the dark world through some other means, or you shut the game off. But here we are. Now we can head through to Kakariko Village this way. Dude, you are beginning to irritate me. Now that you've beaten Aghanim, as you can see, we've got a few other, shall we say, new things. Yeah, the enemies are different, and in fact, what you get out of trees will be different. For instance, that one's bees now instead of 5 rupees. So, be wary of that. But he said to take the flute to a tired old man. And we know who that is, right? Yep. Alright. Oh, this is my son's flute. Did you meet my son? Where is he? Is he alright? Oh, I see. Well, I can tell what you want to say by the look in your eyes. Now, you have to talk to him again. Would you keep the flute? And would you play its sweet melody for the bird in the village square? I beg of you, please. My son would probably want it this way. But still, I wish I could see him once more. So yeah, we're gonna go do that. Because this will open up something really, really useful. Also, you see now that soldiers patrol the streets of Kakariko openly. So we play the flute. And there we go. We get the duck. This is basically our warp whistle. The duck is extremely useful. One of the first things we can do is, in fact, use the duck. And as you can see, there are 8 different landing spots around Hyrule. And one of them is the potion shop, which is really nice because you've got a guaranteed heal that you can do anytime. But we're going to come up here and talk to the nice old man because we've got something to get up here. He refills our life, which is always really nice. Okay, get off the flute because you don't want the duck coming. Now, of course, the duck really enhances your mobility. You can just get around Hyrule much, much faster. You cannot use the duck in the Dark World, mostly. Well, you cannot use the duck in the Dark World. Cutscenes suffer from no such limitation. So, you can use your dash, by the way, to go up ladders, but it's actually only, the slightest bit faster than just walking yourself. And, of course, the Tektites. Everybody likes Tektites, right? Boy, ow. Yeah. Tektites suck. So, we're gonna go into the Dark World. And let's kill these guys. Or, not. Doesn't really matter. Into the Dark World, and hey! Let's go talk to our friends. You didn't change your shape? You aren't just a normal guy, are you? Wow, your shape didn't change. You got the moon pearl, huh? Yep, yes we did. So, that's kind of nice little attention to detail there. So, we hop down here, and of course we go over here, and you remember this place. And we have to use the Book of Medora. And we get the magic of ether! And ether is very nice. Alright, the ether medallion. Alright, now I'm going to use the flute again, and we're going to go back to Kakariko Village, because we got a few other things we can get. Alright, let's see here. Okay. There we go. First thing we're going to do before we do anything else is we're going to go up into the around the Lost Woods. You remember those two guys who were cutting the tree and they said it felt kind of funny? Well, now that you've beaten Aghanim, they've moved on. I'm not even sure to where. But we can do this. Let's see. It probably would have been faster to just come this way without the duck, but hey. Ignore how freaking ways. Now you see that they're not there anymore, and the tree has changed color. So, bash into it. And that dissolve thing with the leaves, very high-tech back then. So, drop in here, and as the music will tell you, hey, we get some fairies. They're very nice. And we get another piece of heart. Yay! Come through here, and now we're going to actually go into the Lost Woods, and hopefully I can find my way around better, especially now that it's not, you know, covered in fog, because we're actually going to go to a warp tile that you're really not supposed to use for a little bit, but it's quite useful, actually. We'll ignore this dude, just head down this way. I think, you know, if we come and follow that one, no, that's just the, right, let's see, follow down here, I'm pretty sure we can come around. Right. Oh, okay, no, apparently, that's right, I guess the two halves of the Lost Woods are kind of completely, shut off from each other. Oh well, it's still faster to go this way. Just die. Thank you. So, we come down here, we run down into Kakariko, and we go this way. And not up there, but the other... There we go. If we go up here, some of the trees won't change and some of them will, and I don't remember who does and who doesn't, so, you know. But if we go... Dude, you are annoying me. There we go. And of course you couldn't give me a heart. So, you know, we go up into the Lost Woods, we go this way. Ignore him. Because we're going to be out long before he manages. And here we are. Let's see. Yep, you can get a magic bottle this way all the time, which is pretty nice. Now, we can't go south from here. And you're really supposed to use this to get into the Skull Woods, which are north of you. But, as you see, we can go this way, and ooh, fairy, of course. Of course, she just sort of, yeah. Lady, thank you. And if, that tree will talk, but I think it just tells you to be careful. Dashing around. And now we are in the Village of Outcasts. And this is where we're going to be going to the next dungeon in a bit. Let's see, watch that. Yeah, you kind of have to make them spit. Okay, nope, sorry. Quit bothering me and watch where you're going when you dash around. Now that looks suspicious, doesn't it? But there's another tree down here. Now, there are people here, but this place is, you know, it's very mercenary. There's not a lot going on. Like this guy, if we want to talk to him, first you gotta get him to spit out his bomb, and then... Do you know about the gargoyle statue in the village? People say they can hear a girl calling for help from under the statue. Oh ho! Yeah, that should tell you exactly what's up. And I think there's a store in here? Or maybe it's some rupees? I'm not sure, let's take a look. Those bony things are chickens. If you hit them, then just like in the light world, they will precipitate a Hylian chicken emergency. Oh yeah, it's just rupees. Yeah, 300 rupees. So, you know, again, once again, close to the cap. Really, as long as you look around, you're going to be swimming in rupees. Now, there's a heart piece we can get here. That guy's a thief. Watch out for him. He will, you know, bump into you to try and steal your cash. This is a piece of heart minigame. Talk to this guy. And 30 rupees, and you can open 2 chests. Completely random. You might make your money back, or you might not. You go out and come back in, and, you know, just keep going. I'm gonna do a couple more, and then if I don't find... Wow! Okay then, holy crap. That's ridiculous. Okay, apparently somebody likes me today, because I almost never do it that fast. So let's go try another luck-based minigame. You remember where the Quarreling Brothers house was in the light world? Well, down in the dark world, there's something else very important. We can't get to that frog guy just yet, so, you know, we're going to have to just ignore him, and we can't lift any of these stones just yet. But that's okay. That's an archery game, and all it's useful for is to make money. We really don't need it. We might after this, but right now we really don't. So we talk to this guy. Welcome to the treasure field. The object is to dig as many holes as you can in 30 seconds. Any treasures you dig will be yours to keep. It's only 80 rupees to play. Yep, you want to, because somewhere in there is a piece of heart. Just, oh, yeah, right. You want to press Y, you know, just keep digging. You will very possibly make your money back, and it's very random whether or not you will get the piece of heart. Just move along, dig, hopefully you'll get what you need. If you don't, you have to try again. I'll try 3 times on camera, and then after that, if I don't get it, you know, you've got to be kidding me. And I made all my money back. That's just ridiculous. Well then, less editing for me. Okay. So there's that. We got that piece of heart. We've got the other piece of heart. We're going to get at least one more piece of heart. Let's see. Now we're going to head up to the... Let's see. Okay, at this point we're going to have to go back to the light world, and use that warp tile again. Alright, let's see here. Because, of course, we can't really there's no good way to get up where we're going without using that warp tile. But it's not like it's very far. I don't know why I'm even bothering to pick up rupees at this point. So let's see. I mean, good grief. With the kind of luck I'm having, oh, jerk. Then that's not luck, that's just stupidity. Alright. So again, we head up. You know, do exactly what we did before. Ow. Would you just stop it? You know, let's see what this tree has. Still apples. That's pretty nice. Okay. And it's not that hard to go up and around, so that's not particularly worrying. So we just go here. And this way. Down. Magic. Don't really need it. Hit that. Go through here. Go back up. Ow. Jerk. Alright. Oh, hey. So we go this way, and yeah, sorry about that, just kind of had to concentrate there so I didn't continue to get my ass kicked the way I've been doing. Right, so we're going to go up this way and out of the town, and we're going to go past the Dark Sanctuary, this way, and there's nothing in there. There's a guy who basically just says, if you pay him rupees, he will give you a clue, but you have me, and you don't even have to pay me rupees. And we can do this, of course. And if we come up here and use that and go in here. Right. So we do that and we place a bomb. And then we can pick more bombs up. And we find another piece of heart. That's pretty nice. And now we come down here. And there's no real reason to do that, but you know, you might as well. And then if the best place to warp back is right here. And you're right there. And these guys are, I think these guys are Poes, because they've got the lantern. So, you only have a little area, but you can dash into there. And we get... Yep. The magic cape. Now, this thing is very useful. Alright. This thing is very, very useful, so we're going to go back into the Dark World, because it's the only way out of there. You're not really technically supposed to be able to get this thing, you know, until you've got another item. But, you know, might as well get it now, because it'll actually be really useful for the next dungeon boss. So, we come this way, and we go to where the Death Mountain trail began. Haha. Kill you. Watch out, because some of those birds are here, and they hit like trucks. 3 hearts apiece. You could be pretty much dead before you know it. Dude. And now we see it says, I'll give a piece of heart to the person who wears the cape. Now this is just a regular block. It's not a dark block. So we have the cape, and of course we have these idiots whom you can, you know, kill pretty easily. Just be careful you don't run into the bumper. That's a clue, by the way, that there's a bumper, that the bumpers are a thing. Now, you're supposed to have another item to get across that pit, but you don't have to. You can just walk, as long as you're careful. But there's no way to get past this. So, you press Y, you turn invisible, press Y again, you turn back to normal. As long as you're invisible, you do use magic power, and it can be kind of expensive. But it's worth it. And we get another piece of heart. Yay! So. Ow. Really? Ow. Ow. Come on. Jerk. Jerk. Alright. So that's really everything we can do for now. So I'm going to call it, and I will meet you back in the Village of Outcasts next time, and we will prepare to go into the next dungeon. So, thank you, and you guys have a great day. And goodbye.